Hi, my name's John. Welcome to part 2 of Sunday Night Nightcap number 20. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the items I bought at the car boot sale this week. What I'll do, I'll fetch the camera in closer so you can see exactly what we've got. These were purchased on Wednesday. I went to a car boot sale today and there was very little at all due to the weather. Right, I'll fix the camera in and you can see what items we've actually managed to pick up. I've got the items on one of the plastic trays that Tom Lipton kindly sent us, Tom from Ox Tools. Right, the first thing I bought was a couple of 4-inch J clamps, or C clamps. They're reasonable quality ones, they're steel, some of them are actually aluminium. These are decent, as long as you don't abuse them by putting bits of paper or the handle, force them to do things that they don't want to do. Very handy for holding things while you're welding. For setups on milling machines, you can clamp bits of metal at angle place with them. You can't have too many clamps, especially two the same. Right, next thing. So I've been doing a little bit of wrought iron work, messing around with the weather vanes. I found this. It goes into a vise and you simply put a bit of bar flow there and you bend it. Or you put on a bit of bar and you put a big spanner on there and bend it. I was going to make one, but for 20 pence it's not worth making one. Pair of blacksmith's tongs there. 50 pence, so obviously well, the real ones have probably seen quite a lot of use. They'll come in handy for when I'm casting, picking hot things up. A pair of tin snips there. They're old but they're decent quality, they're nice and sharp. You can actually cut your fingernails with them. They'll come in very handy. A pair of wire cutters there. Spring loaded to keep them open, and they've got a lot of leverage on them. They're for cutting like barbed wire. I've tried it on the 8th welding rod and they cut straight through, no problem at all. I found this. Like a double diameter drill, brand new. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, other than it's made from solid carbide. The weight's amazing. I couldn't not buy it. It could be ground up into some other sort of tool. Anyway, for 50 pence, nice big heavy lump of carbide. This is probably the best thing. I said I wanted a bigger tap holder. Not quite as big as this, but for £2 I bought it. It's missing a handle. The handle screws in. What I'll do, I'll try and find a bit of bar or a bit of pipe, and so I can make a handle to fit that side. It's very similar to the one I bought. I bought one at a steam rally a while ago. That one there, it's the same sort of pattern, same sort of design. I haven't cleaned this up yet to get a manufacturer's make of it. It's had very little use by the look of it. This one's got the arrow stamp on, it's like army. What I really wanted was a one like in between sizes. No, I mean, I'm sure I wanted to turn up. And if anybody wants to swap a tap wrench that size for a 1/2 that size, I'll willingly do it. The metal's nice and soft so you can bend it cool. Simple as that. Nice and quick, fairly accurate. I'll do another one. Both the grinders have got guards on and I'm wearing safety specs. Admittedly I haven't got gloves on. Well, a couple of different sizes of format. We're making different scrolls. They're not mine, I borrowed them. So the metal's fairly soft, so you can bend it cool. This is the tap wrench I bought at the car boot sale, and unfortunately it's got a handle missing. This handle's screwed in. It actually fits into that side as well. I mean, I could just weld a bit of pipe in there, it would be a shame to spoil it. So I'll make another handle. I've got a bit of steel there that I can make a handle out of. I've got no idea what it is. Whether it's shiny, and I've probably got it for nothing. It's magnetic, so it cut right out with a hacksaw. It should machine no problem. Right, so we need to know what the thread is on the end of here. First thing we'll do, we'll measure the diameter of the thread. I get 0.87 of an inch, which is 7/8. I would imagine it'll be imperial. So we know it's a 7/8 diameter thread. We need to know the thread pitch. To find the thread pitch, you use a thread gauge like that. Looks a bit like a saw. There's various blades. They've all got different amounts of teeth on them. That's 11 teeth to the inch, 13, 14. And what you do is you select the one that fits the thread you want to cut. I'll fix the camera in a bit closer so you can get a better view. .86, 87 thou, which is 7/8 of an inch. Right, so we'll get our thread gauges with different pitches. It looks about 14. So we'll get our 14. These are, I'm getting rusty, these I found them second hand. So we'll try our 14 TPI on in. That doesn't fit. 15, nope. We'll try 16. And the 16 thread to the inch gauge fits perfectly. So we know the thread is 7/8 by 16 threads to the inch. I can screw cut that no problem. 7/8 by 16. Unfortunately the bar won't go through the spindle on the lathe, which means we'll have to centre drill it and put a live centre on the end to screw cut it. Not a problem. But if it had went through the lathe spindle, we could have put it right in and only had like a couple inches sticking out the machine. It's not bad. It's not running dead true, but it's running true enough for what we're going to do with it. To get it run dead true, I had to put it in the 4-jaw chuck. We'll nip it in there. that's within a few thousandths of an inch. It's perfectly acceptable for what we're going to do. So first thing to do is centre drill the end so I can put a live centre in. Straight away we'll use Tom's oil pot. Right, the first thing I'll do, I'll give myself a mark of 2 inches, which is there. So that's the end of what I cut. Right, we're down to size. All I want now is a chamfer on the end for the thread to start on. Then I need a recess machine 1 inch down for the thread cutting tool to drop off into. I normally use a parting tool for that, just put a little groove in. Measure 1 inch. Which is there. Lock the carriage off and slow the machine down a fair bit. So all I want is a recess for the screw cutting tool to drop into. Nice and gently. That's enough. Right, now we've got to set the lathe up to cut 16 threads to the inch. Right, this is an imperial lathe and it's got an imperial screw cutting gearbox on it. So we're looking for 16 threads to the inch, which is that one there. So it's telling me it needs a stud gear of 20 teeth. You set your left hand tumbler to B, which is that one, and you set that tumbler there to 16, and that will give you 16 threads to the inch. We'll have a look at the end of the lathe where the change gears live. Right, these are the gears on the end of the lathe. That's the actual lathe main shaft, like the spindle through the centre. 2 gears here, that's what they call a tumbler reverse. That reverses the direction of the lead screw for cutting left and right hand threads. That's your stud gear. Now these 2 gears here are a compound gear. That's 100 teeth, that's 127 teeth. You use them for cutting metric threads. It's a conversion to convert the imperial lathe to metric. That's what they call a screw gear. That's on the end of your input shaft into your gearbox. So we need a 20 on there, a 56 on there. Doesn't matter what that one is, because all that's doing is transferring the drive from that gear to that gear. Right, this is the screw cutting tool I'm going to use. It's what they call a foam tool. It's ground to the correct size for the particular thread we're cutting. What I want to do, I'm just going to do it in one cut straight in. I'm not going to angle the compound slide. It's just a shallow thread. The tool needs to be exactly on centre height. It's in that holder all the time, so it should be set up. One way of finding centre height is to use a steel rule like that. Right, the camera is in line with the lathe there. What happens is you put your steel rule on and you nip your tool, and you can see what's pushed to the top of the steel rule. That way, that means the tool's actually very slightly too high. What we'll do, we'll drop it down a little bit, try it again. That's better. Down some more. Nearly there. Down a touch more. Not quite. Right, you can see how it's got the ruler's straight up and down. Next thing we need to make sure is that this side of the tool is absolutely square to the job. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to loosen off our tool post so our tool post can move around, fetch it up until the tool is square up against the chuck. The machine face of the tool tip is square against the chuck, therefore the tool's got to be set at 90 degrees to the job. So I on centre height at 90 degrees to the job. So what I do, I make sure everything's away from the job, and I'll set the lathe away and I'll engage the nut just to make sure that it's moving in the right direction. Which it is, it's going towards the chuck. If it was going the other way, it would cut a left hand thread. Right, so it's engaged. As soon as it gets into the gap at the end, we'll disengage it. There. Zero our cross side again, wind it out half a turn, back to the beginning, back to 0, plus a 5/1000 cut. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the thread with my thread gauge just to make sure it is cutting 16 threads to the inch, which it is. You've got to adopt the procedure when you're screw cutting, and you've got to keep doing it every time. If you do something different, that's when you'll make a mistake. Right, hopefully you can see the graduations. You zero the counter, wind it out half a turn, back to the beginning of your cut, into 0 again, plus 5/1000. Right, you can see the indicator coming around there. I'm going to use the red painted mark. Engage. It's actually taking a very deep cut because it's cutting off both sides of the tool. Zero, half a turn, back to the beginning. Right, the thread looks good. What we'll do, we'll try screwing onto the job. And that's a nice fit. And for a handle for a using Tom's anti-spill pot again. .45-degree chamfer tool. Put a nice chamfer on the end. Carefully with the file, just round it off. A bit of emery tape, take any rags off. It's nice. Thanks very much for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for clicking the like button. Just pleased that I'm going to wind one of them all day for a living. I think them days have gone. Thanks again.